الآن مشاهدينا الكرام إلى استاد القاهرة الدولي، أين يعقد مدرب المنتخب النيجيري روهر ندوة صحفية قبل مباراة المنتخب الجزائري المقررة غدا إن شاء الله على الساعة 9 بتوقيت مصر. الكرام، نحن الآن على المباشر من ملعب القاهرة الدولي الذي سيحتضن مباراة قمة دور نصف النهائي بين المنتخب النيجيري ونظيره الجزائري وبداية الندوة الصحفية.
Plugs fixed in their places, leave it like that. People are working. Thank you very much. Good morning. And welcome to the pre-match press conference in the match between Nigeria and Algeria. First of all, some instructions. One, can you please put your mobile phones on silence or completely turn it off? Secondly, say your name and your media organization when you are given the opportunity to speak. And thirdly, there are a lot of cameras at the back, so no movements to disrupt the work that people are doing from the back. And then, colleagues, let's use this opportunity to thank you for your coverage of the African Cup of Nations so far. But also let me draw your attention to some infractions we've had from the past matches from other stadiums onto here. It is important that as journalists we are as neutral as possible. Amongst ourselves, we've had complaints about how some of us have behaved during matches in the group stage up to this stage. In the last match, a team scored a goal and a journalist got up jubilating and splashing water that split over the equipment of other journalists. It is not professional. So in this venue, tomorrow, every journalist is supposed to be neutral. You can support your country, but you must allow other people to do their jobs. If we find somebody doing that, we'll be very stern and we'll call the security to take action. We plead with you to cooperate with us. The world is looking at us. So please, I'm begging you once again that the media center is supposed to be the media center. You can jubilate, but don't disrupt the work of others who are there seriously reporting on the match. And as journalists, you are supposed to be journalists, not fans. Thank you very much. Okay. On channel 1 on your translation devices, we have Arabic and English alternating. On channel 2 is French. And then with your questions in Arabic and French, please, no slang. The translators there don't understand maybe your local language slang in Nigeria or local language slang in Algeria. So ask if it is in English, pure English, French, pure French, Arabic, pure Arabic. Thank you very much. Good morning once again and welcome to the Nigeria-Algeria press conference. Thank you very much. With us this morning is Coach Gernot and Nigeria player Kenneth Omeruo. First of all, Coach, how have you prepared to face a very stubborn Algerian side?
Good morning, everyone. After this difficult match against South Africa, we had to recover at first, but we did immediately a training session in the next morning, and we could see that some of our players had little small injuries, and we tried to give them the best treatment, and so we did this training session on the morning of Thursday, and then we could recover in the afternoon, and had again a training session yesterday afternoon, which went very well. We decided to go in the stadium which is closer to the hotel, because the traffic, you know it, is very big, and we didn't want to spend 1 hour and a half in the bus, go to training, come back. So we found a good training pitch close to our hotel, and the players could recover. We could also watch the game of Algeria against Ivory Coast, and we were impressed, of course, about the game, because it was a very, very good game, very intensive game also. And now we will have a last training session this evening, and I hope that everybody will be ready for the match tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Coach. Kenneth, you know Algeria are a very, very difficult side. How have you guys, amongst the players, approaching the match against Algeria?
With all seriousness, Nigeria is a very difficult side as well. So, you know, we've recovered. We've been, like the coach said, we've been recovering the last 2 days to make sure everyone is ready and fit for tomorrow's game. And yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Thank you very much. Now you can say your media house, raise up your hands and ask your question. Gentleman in black.
Sati Shaker, Empires Magazine. You said you saw the match against Algeria, and I hope they're not judged just for this incident, but did you see an Algerian player grab the hand of an Ivorian player and use it to push into his face and then fall down? I wonder if you're actually seen that, and what you would like to see the referees and CAF do about a situation like that.
We didn't see that. We watched the tactical situations of the match together already yesterday with our team, and we will continue today in a meeting again to analyze the tactical things and not this kind of incidents what you are speaking about. In each match, if you watch all this, you can find little things who are not so nice, but it's not interesting for us. What we have to see is how they are playing and how we can do to beat this team.
Thank you very much.
May I ask a question in French, pure French?
Yeah.
Bonjour, Mustapha Kessous, journal Le Monde. Je voulais savoir comment vous qualifieriez le travail de Jamel Belmadi sur l'équipe nationale en Algérie. Merci.
C'est un travail très professionnel. On connaît un peu cette équipe pour les avoir joués dans les éliminatoires de la Coupe du Monde. On les a vus fragiles à l'époque. On les avait battus à Ouyo 3-1. Et ils ont fait beaucoup de fautes individuelles, des fautes défensives qui nous ont facilité la victoire. Après, on est allé pour le match retour, pour un match nul, et ils étaient toujours assez fragiles. Et là, je vois une équipe d'Algérie solide, qui a un bon équilibre entre l'attaque et la défense, qui est toujours très physique, et qui a progressé tactiquement. Donc ça va être un match beaucoup plus difficile que les 2 matchs que nous avons eus dans les éliminatoires.
Okay, we'll come to the side. Gentleman in red, please.
The same thing in French. Bonjour Gernot. C'est vrai. Est-ce qu'on peut savoir, justement, c'est un duel entre 2 géants du football africain, 2 anciens vainqueurs de la CAN. Alors, comment voyez-vous les chances de votre formation devant cette équipe algérienne?
En tant qu'entraîneur, on est toujours optimiste. On connaît la qualité de l'adversaire, mais on sait aussi qu'on a une bonne équipe nous-mêmes. Si on arrive à jouer comme on a fait dans les 2 derniers matchs, que ce soit le match du Cameroun ou le match de l'Afrique du Sud, on peut raisonnablement espérer d'être vainqueur. Mais nous sommes méfiants parce que la qualité de l'adversaire est telle qu'on doit être prudent, on doit bien se préparer, on doit encore améliorer certaines choses dans notre équipe. Par exemple, si on a des occasions pour marquer un 2e but, il faut essayer d'être plus réaliste et aussi de ne pas faire autant de fautes. On a concédé 5 buts. L'Algérie en a concédé un seul. On en a marqué 7, ils en ont marqué 10. Donc sur le tableau d'affichage, pour le moment, ils sont plus impressionnants que nous.
Gentleman, yes, here.
Okay, good morning, Coach. Good morning, Kenneth. My name is Jude from Nigeria. I've got a question for Mr. Kenneth. You were part of the squad that won the Nations Cup in 2013, one of 3. I want to ask you, what's the difference between this particular squad and the squad that won the tournament 6 years ago? A lot has been said about the character of the team. Do you think it's the character or just the quality of players you have in the ranks? Thank you.
I think it's both character and the quality as well. Back then we have some Nigerian-based players, we have some older players, but now we have a lot of talents. We have talents that in the next 2-3 years will be great players. You know, we have young players, some haven't even played, you know, so I think we have a technical crew that, you know, are solid. They go extra mile to get us everything we need to know about our opponents even before we'll face them. So we're on the pitch and we know, you know, almost everything about your next opponent. So this is an advantage for us this year, you know. So all efforts are being put into the Algerian game, and, you know, hopefully tomorrow we'll be ready.
Gentleman, yes.
Bonjour coach. Vous connaissez très bien l'Algérie, vous l'avez croisée à plusieurs reprises, vous connaissez bien cette génération. Est-ce que vous croyez qu'elle peut surprendre si elle passe le Nigeria d'abord? Et bien sûr, est-ce que l'aspect récupération va jouer? Vous avez peut-être un jour de récupération plus que les autres avec la nouvelle, avec le nouveau système de compétition. Est-ce que ça peut jouer sur un match comme ça en demi-finale? Merci coach.
Avoir un jour de plus de récupération pourrait être un avantage, théoriquement, mais pratiquement, je ne crois pas. Nous étions déjà dans la situation contre Madagascar. On avait même 2 jours de plus de récupération que notre adversaire et on a perdu le match. Toutes les équipes sont bien préparées maintenant athlétiquement et capables de récupérer vite. Les joueurs algériens jouent tous dans des bons clubs. Ils ont tous des bons préparateurs physiques dans leur club et aussi dans leur sélection. On connaît leur staff, c'est un excellent staff. Et sur l'enthousiasme d'une qualification, je crois que la fatigue, elle est vite éliminée. Pour avoir joué contre l'Algérie, les connaître un peu, nos amis algériens, il y en a beaucoup qui ont joué en France et qui jouent toujours en France, qui ont été formés en France dans des académies de qualité. Certains d'entre eux ont joué dans les sélections de jeunes françaises avant d'opter pour l'Algérie. Donc on a un lien très fort avec nos amis algériens. Mais malheureusement, demain, ce n'est pas l'amitié qui compte, c'est la rivalité. Et on sera obligé de faire tout pour gagner ce match.
Guy in the wine shirt, please. Colin. Wine, yeah.
Thank you. Coach, my name is Colin Udo, Nigeria ESPN. The last game we saw you bring on start Samuel Chukwueze, and what many Nigerians would like to know is at some point, we haven't seen Henry Onyekuru or Victor Osimhen. Are we going to see them at some point during this game? And for Kenneth, just to carry on with what my colleague here asked, you'll probably see that video of an Algerian player taking the hand of the Algerian player and hitting his face. Now, are those things that I know the coach has said everything is being prepared for tactically, but these are all also part of the game. So are those things that the players will also be looking out for when you get on the pitch, these sort of little dark arts that Algerian players do on the field?
First. To be honest, I haven't seen the video, but I'm sure there is a VAR. So if such a thing happens, I'm sure the referees will see it and make the best decision out of it.
We had 2 changes before the game against South Africa. The winning team against Cameroon has been changed, and it's possible that we will change again the team, because I believe that everybody is ready in our young team. We have a lot of strikers. We have 7. So we cannot play all the time with 4, 5, or 6. So the young are here also to learn. From our 23 list of players, already 20 played, which is a lot, and I hope that we can see also at least 2 other one. It's difficult for the 3rd goalkeeper to come in, but we tried already against Madagascar to give some competition to some of our players. The moment is come tomorrow to bring the best team on the pitch.
Gentlemen, 2nd row. Yes, you, please.
Bonjour coach, vous avez déjà joué dans ce stade lors du match dernier face à l'Afrique du Sud. Est-ce que vous pensez que ça, c'est un avantage pour vous, et même vous avez dit qu'il y avait le soutien des Égyptiens lors de ce match. Est-ce que ces 2 facteurs c'est un avantage? Merci.
Vous êtes des frères avec les Égyptiens. Vous parlez la même langue.
Vous l'avez dit après le match de l'Afrique du Sud, il y avait le soutien.
C'était pas le cas avec l'Afrique du Sud. C'est pas forcément la même langue. C'est pas forcément des points communs comme vous avez avec l'Égypte. Vous êtes dans l'Union arabe. Je ne sais pas. Je pense que les supporters neutres aiment le beau jeu, aiment le beau spectacle, et je crois qu'on a une équipe capable de faire ça. Nous avons eu le soutien à Alexandrie, parce que, je ne sais pas pourquoi, parce qu'ils aiment peut-être notre maillot ou notre jeunesse, mais on avait l'impression d'avoir eu la sympathie du public, peut-être aussi l'attitude et la jeunesse des joueurs. Mais là, avoir joué déjà dans ce stade, ça pourrait être un avantage, mais comme vous avez vu, pour l'Afrique du Sud, qui avait déjà joué dans ce stade contre l'Égypte, finalement, ça n'a pas été un avantage contre nous. Donc la vérité, on ne la connaît pas.
Gentleman in ash, please.
Bonjour coach, je me nomme Yves Chamadou, je travaille pour Canal International Télévision au Cameroun. Coach, tout à l'heure vous parliez d'une équipe algérienne que vous avez trouvée plutôt équilibrée et solide en cette Coupe d'Afrique des Nations, contrairement à celle que vous avez rencontrée durant les éliminatoires à la Coupe du Monde 2018. Est-ce que selon vous, au-delà de toute chose, ce match ne se jouera pas sur la gestion de l'aspect mental et psychologique? Et si c'est le cas, comment est-ce que vous avez préparé vos joueurs pour faire face à ça? Parce qu'on sait que demain, il y aura une marée de supporters algériens au stade. Comment est-ce que vos joueurs pourront gérer cette pression?
Oui, je pense que le côté mental est très important. On a une équipe qui a su réagir après, on va dire, des expériences un peu négatives. Après le match de Madagascar, elle a réagi contre le Cameroun. Dans le match contre le Cameroun, elle était menée à la mi-temps, elle a su réagir en deuxième mi-temps pour s'imposer. Elle a réagi après l'égalisation de l'Afrique du Sud pour marquer quand même le but de la victoire avant les prolongations. Je pense que mentalement, on est prêt. On est jeune, mais on a aussi quelques joueurs d'expérience comme Kenneth Omaruo, qui nous aide beaucoup. Il a déjà gagné la CAN en 2013. Et je crois qu'on a un mélange d'expérience et de jeunesse qui est bon. Après, chaque match est différent. L'Algérie, elle aussi, a des joueurs d'expérience, des jeunes joueurs aussi. Elle a un staff aussi qui connaît le football international. Les deux équipes partent, à mon avis, avec la même force mentale pour aborder ce match. Je pense que le côté physique aussi est important. Je crois que c'est l'équipe la plus costaude physiquement qui aura les meilleures chances de s'imposer.
Yes.
Good morning, Coach Kelechi from Busybodies, Nigeria. Before the game against South Africa, you said that since the South Africans has beaten the Egyptians, they became the favorites. And then you went on to beat the South Africans. It's Nigeria now the favorite to win the tournament. For Kenneth, you're one of the experienced players in this team. You've won this tournament before. You've been in this place before. For you, what are you telling the younger ones in the team about a game like this, being at this stage, to play in the semifinals before a final? What's the message you're passing to the younger ones?
So what happened after the match Egypt-South Africa? Egypt, everybody agreed that it was favorite number one. When you beat the favorite number one, you are also one of the favorites. You cannot say we are not. So that was my opinion, and it's still my opinion. And now we have beaten one of the favorites, but we have to play against a team which everybody here believe was the best one in the group stage. And the results were here to confirm. So we are still not favorites. They are still favorites. We are the second favorite. What I see, we have now the 4 teams who are remaining in the competition are the best teams of the tournament. Everybody's favorite now. So when you see Senegal and Tunisia, Senegal number 1 in Africa, Tunisia number 2 in the ranking in Africa, we are number 3 or 4, I think. So we are all here. Algeria is coming, playing so well. So all is open, but it's reflecting that you have 2 countries from Northern Africa and 2 countries from West Africa who are the best one, I think, actually, here. And that's reflecting exactly. That's why I think this AFCON is a tournament which is giving good results. The level of the games is high. There were no big problems with referees for the moment. We only discuss about this offside goal after 3 minutes, because some of the referees I know tell me that there was a clear offside and the deflected ball was not a pass from Igalo, you know. So the interpretation of the VAR is still very difficult. And we didn't speak about the handball in the box for the moment. I hope we will not have this problem.
Okay, for me, the message has always been to approach, you know, not even from the group stage, not think about the final, you know, think about the next game that you're going to play. So we've always thought about playing the next game, and after the next game, prepare for the next game. And you never know if you keep winning like this, and at the end you can get to the final. But for now, the approach is the Algerian game.
We take the final question from gentleman in black. Yes.
Hi, Maarten for Fox Sports Netherlands. Question for the coach. Question for the coach. Of course, the results are good, but people will always be criticizing the way you play. How do you feel about that? And another question is, how big is this match if you look at your whole coaching career?
Yes, so the team is playing good. I don't know. I didn't see so many critics about our football. I heard a lot of positive critics. We played so well the first half against South Africa. There was not one shoot on our goal, and we could score 2 goals easily. Cameroon game was one of the best games also, I think, in the tournament. We have offensive football. We have young players. We have good wingers. We have fastness. We have good solidarity. I think my team is giving a good image of the country. They're fighting. They never give up. So I'm satisfied for the moment. But we want to go on until the final, and then we will see. And what was the second question?
How big is this match if you look at your whole coaching career?
The whole coaching career, I think the most important things will be in the future. They will come now. The past is the past. I had a lot of wonderful souvenirs in Bordeaux with Zinedine Zidane. We made a final of European Cup against my former club, Bayern Munich. We had so many good titles with Girondins and Bordeaux before also. So yes, the coaching career is like the player career, that what I tell them, enjoy the time you are players because it's going so quickly. And then what will you do after you stop football? I hope you can do coach, I hope you, but the best moments are when you are players. And they have to enjoy these moments everywhere. It's going too quickly, play as long as possible. That's what I tell to them. We're happy to have Obi Mikel with us. He's still here, even if he's not starting the game. He's doing a good job, like a captain, like a guide for the young. And that is, some of you believed in Nigeria especially that Obi Mikel coming back, not starting the games, we will have a problem. There is not any problem. And we have 2 captains with him and with Ahmed Musa. This is also very important in African football teams.
At the request of the coach, he called for gender balance. So we'll take one more question, but only from a lady. Yes.
It was for her, I told you.
I was going to meet you personally later, trust me. But I mean, my question, I raised my hand before. My question was to Kenneth. Question already asked. I wasn't satisfied with the answer, so I'm going to ask the question again. So my question is this. We all know the antics of the northern players, the Northern African footballers. We know they try to send players off. We know they try to get the easy the easy free kicks and stuff. That's their play. We've known that for years. So my question to you is this, as a defender especially, how have you guys thought about this? Have you put it into consideration? Have you decided on how to manage the situations? Because it's not if it will come up, Kenneth, it will come up. It will come up. So Kenneth, yes, as one of the leaders, as a central defender, how will you handle those situations when they come up? And what will you say to the young players who are a lot more inexperienced and more temperamental than players like yourself?
One thing my coach has always, said over and over again is no fouls, so especially around the box, because we've had 2 goals from these free kicks and they're just easy free kicks, so I think the best way is to stay focused, stay switched on. They are quick players, we know, and we are also quick as well, so we have to be very careful and make sure there is no contact, especially around the 18-yard box. It's football. It happens everywhere. Players, attackers, they try to cheat. They try to fall down to get fouls. But the best way is to stay smart, and think ahead before them.
Thank you very much. Good luck to Coach Rohr and Kenneth tomorrow.